What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Savvy, and today we'll be breaking down the latest chapter of The Beginning After the End, which is chapter 100. We're in 3 digits now, so this is awesome. And also, if you guys haven't seen or read the latest chapter or watched my reaction, you will be spoiled if you haven't read this chapter. So it behooves you, if you want to read the chapter beforehand or, catch my reaction, go ahead and do so. Reactions on the channel. I read the chapters on TAPAS, so you guys know what to do. So without the way, if you came for the breakdown, you guys in the perfect place, because today we will be breaking down from beginning to end of the complete chapter, and also some of the points that were really weird, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be different in the light novel, and also a foreshadowing that happened later towards the chapter that could be pretty big, that could change the direction of the series itself. So I can't wait to dive deep into that and go over it completely, because I couldn't do that in my reaction, but today we'll get it done now. So with that all out the way, if you guys are excited for breakdowns such as this, please remember to smash that like button for these videos. At least just try to get 40 likes. Let's just see if you guys are really wanting these kind of breakdown videos, because I do light novel breakdowns, but this is completely different. So please, if you guys like this, smash that like button and just let me know in the comment section below if you guys prefer seeing these breakdowns for the webcomic chapters. So with that being said, I look forward to talking to you guys in the comment section below. And with all out the way, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get straight into this breakdown. Alrighty, so first off, the chapter is literally called Reckless, and I feel like, that could have been like art defending TESSIA, which could be the reason for that title, or mainly TESSIA thinking that she was assimilated to the Beast Will, which is, I feel like that was the main reason for them calling it Reckless, and I'll tell you why throughout the breakdown. But so far in the beginning, we see TESSIA, literally, she's in 1v1 with Curtis, but she's not paying Curtis any mind. Like, she's worried about, Arthur. She's acting like she's facing, a toddler right now. But Curtis ain't no pushover, and we see why. Like, even Curtis said, you shouldn't turn your back on your opponent, and TESSIA is, agrees with them, saying, yeah, you're right, Princess Gladiator, and they go at it. Yo, it looks pretty nice. They had a decent amount of clashes, which was really cool to see, honestly. And amidst the clashes, TESSIA was getting the upper hand. She caught Curtis off balance multiple times, which was really cool to see. And just seeing their style too. We haven't seen them actually fight since they're this age, so it's cool to see what they got in their arsenal. And right when things were about to get juicy, TESSIA feels something crazy. She feels a thump downstairs. You already know what I mean. Yo, it's the Beast Will, bro. So that's what I figured the whole time, but it wasn't confirmed yet. But it's kind of assumed yo, what else could it be? So she's feeling the effects of it. It seems like it's just upsetting her, and she's still fighting with Curtis, but within her feeling that, she was still able to push Curtis out the way, and he just started flying. And then he hits a tree, and then we find out that TESSIA is touching her stomach still, and she's asking, what is wrong with me? And then Curtis right now seems like it's weird. TESSIA is doing this out in the open, right? And Curtis is up, and he's on his mana beast. And Curtis doesn't think about oh, why is she holding down like this? Curtis thinks it's just everything's okay, which is kind of interesting, because in the reaction I didn't notice that, but now noticing it, literally we see TESSIA in pain, and Curtis didn't do anything to TESSIA. I guess Curtis just overlooked or just assumed that she's playing something. So Curtis thought no mind of it, and he entered the second stage or first stage of his Beast Will. I don't know which one it is. I'm assuming it's the first one, because he didn't state it itself. I know with the light novel it differs sometimes. In the light novel, he reached the first stage and he did King's Howl. That was his move. But we just see the next panel, it goes Curtis on his mana beast and then him transforming, and he doesn't let us know as readers. And he just tells his mana beast, just like we practiced. So I guess they're about to do a really cool move, but it wasn't confirmed what stage he's entering. But it's safe to assume it's the first stage. And we go back to TESSIA, and then TESSIA is analyzing the situation and saying the mana that they're both gathering is going to be a deadly attack. They're probably going to do their final move. And TESSIA is trying to make a spell, and she's sprouting all these vines, so it seems like she's still able to use some magic and everything. But at the same time, it's not all good, because Curtis is still dodging everything, and it's not doing really anything, and it's not hurting Curtis. It's just getting closer and closer. And while Tasaya is still like controlling all these vines, she still feels the pain. Like it's not over. And then this is where we actually get information about what is really going on. She's saying, is there something wrong with my core? And then she states, am I not properly assimilated to the Elderwood Guardian's core?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What? This is what I was talking about in the reaction. Like, she literally thought she would be completely assimilated. Which, God knows, that doesn't make any sense, because out of everyone, she should know more than anyone else that it wouldn't take a day, because it's literally been a day since time has passed when Arthur gave her the core, and now. Which is crazy to think, because Arthur himself took 3 years, and she knows how much of a prodigy Arthur is. And Arthur took 3 years under the tutelage of someone that was a beast tamer aside him. And Tasaya doesn't even have a beast tamer Varan with her right now. She only has Good Sky. And she thinks she could do that within a year. So it's either one or two things. She either left her brain on her bedside today during the fight, or she literally thought that she was so strong that she could assimilate within a day. Which either way doesn't make any sense. And hence why I feel like this chapter is called Reckless for that reason alone. Her thinking that she will be assimilated completely and there will be no hiccups whatsoever after having it within 24 hours. Like, are you kidding me? So that was just crazy. And she's thinking about forfeiting, but at the same time, it sucks because she can't do that because guess what? She's a student council president. It will be bad. It will be a bad look. She can't have people thinking that she's a coward or she's not strong. So I can see that side of her not, stopping, because she's in too deep now. She can't back out. But we can't blame her completely. And I'll tell you why about that towards the end of the chapter. But so far, she's still trying to go ham because she looks like she's doing an ultimate move. We're not too sure. It says like, yeah, it's not even a named move. She starts calling vines up completely. And it looks like she's ready to do, a drill move. It looks like a really big, like, stinger kind of, a big stinger vine behind her. And she literally says, I can win. So knowing that attack was his final move, Curtis's, his strongest move, and Tasaya knowing that, she felt the energy, and she still says she could win, so it seemed like she could easily defeat Curtis. This wasn't an issue, just a little side note there. However, something happened. Curtis is ready, and he does his move, World Howl, and within that, something crazy happens. The Elder Beast Garden looks like it's suffocating the beast, the Monocore of Tasaya. And this is what I'm talking about, where I feel like the Elder Beast Garden literally tried to kill Tasaya in this moment. And listen to me, guys. She'd been feeling this way throughout the whole time. Like, she's been feeling this pain, right? And the moment right when Curtis's spell was released and is about to hit Tasaya, literally it's going at her, that's when it attacks. That's when, like, the Mono Beast feels like it's getting suffocated. It will be a coincidence if that just happened just because it wasn't, like, assimilated completely. I feel like that happened because, yes, it wasn't assimilated completely, and the Mana Beast, which is, the Elder Beast Garden, saw an opportunity to kill Tasaya. So either one or two things: kill Tasaya to probably be free of not being a slave, or kill Tasaya to take over Tasaya's body, because his will be stronger than Tasaya, because Tasaya will be dead, and could probably take over Tasaya's body. Could be a possibility. These are wills, you guys, and they're assimilated. And they have to assimilate with the will. If you don't assimilate with a said will, then what will happen? What's the bad side of it? The will could take over. Literally, that's what it should mean. You're trying to conquer the will inside of you, so it could be subdued. Especially if the will is not, willingly giving himself to you, like, the situation with Art and Sylvia. But even with that, he still had to assimilate because it was so strong. And Tasaya is no different. The only big difference is, literally, the will didn't even want to be with her. So it's probably a lot harder than Art's situation. And knowing that the Elder Beast Garden has a will inside, it's not like he's just like a figment of, imagination. Like, he's inside there. When Art felt the core, he felt the Elder Beast Garden pressure, and then when it was evil, he was pissed off. So I'm assuming he is seeing what's happening on the outside, and he tried to kill Tasaya in that moment in time when Curtis's final move was about to hit her. That's why she was unable to move, and she was literally passed out. That was his chance to strike. And it would have happened too if it wasn't for that meddling Art. Yo, Art came diving deep, guys. He used the static void, and you guys already know it's history. Art came, but literally he came through at the perfect time. The teacher wasn't going to make it. And literally for me, I thought they're going to be barbecue chicken. I was like kind of annoyed too, because at the end of that situation, with all this dust settling, we find out that Art just has scratches on him. Guys, he just has scratches. No blood. No blood. Yes, I said no blood whatsoever, guys. No blood at all. And it's ridiculous too. To me, I'll be blown if the light novel is not different from what happened in this chapter. Because I'm assuming Art got like gashes or whatever. He's knocked out. He can't talk. He can't get up. But we just cut from Art, beyond the fort, defending TESSIA with gashes on his back. And then him just in bed. Awake. Awake. And even when Good Sky comes in, she knocks and Art said, yes. And then Good Sky even said, I'm surprised I'm even getting a response from you. So even Good Sky knows this boy shouldn't be talking. We're just so dumb, guys. But hey, the light novel is probably different. They probably had to, censor some things, because that attack looked like they basically got vaporized. Like they're barbecue chicken completely. Like a scar that will be left lingering. I'm so intrigued to see what the light novel is going to bring for us. But yeah, we just see them in bed and we see Sylvie. Sylvie's on top of her boy Art, and she looks disappointed. And first impressions, I was like, is Sylvie disappointed that her pop's lost? But at the same time, it was probably that, and also she being worried. And it kind of shows, how everyone is thinking that cares about Arthur, especially his family, that Papa, you're an idiot. That's what Sylvie's saying to him, because he's always in danger. And she even says, ouch. And she says, you think you're so strong, but you keep almost dying. What would Sylvia do without Papa? Guys, this is what I'm talking about, where something might be foreshadowing in the future. Because yes, this happens, he's almost dying and everything. His parents have been through that, the worst, and now Sylvia's getting that treatment. And she even states, what would Sylvia do without Papa? And then also, Art says, sorry Sylv, you're right, I've been a little reckless. Don't worry, I won't ever leave you. Guys, there's so many situations in series where this is a red flag. I don't think Art is going to, because there's some situations like in One Piece when Ace said that to Luffy when he gave him his Vivi card, he basically said I'll never die and everything, and he said that when he was a kid too. And guess what? At Marineford, he died protecting Luffy. So I don't think that will be the case, because he is the main character, Art. So there's no way he's going to die. However, I feel like somehow Art will be separated from Sylvie without his, will. It will be against his will. He would want to try to get Sylvie back or something, or something will happen, and then he's not with Sylvie. I think that's definitely going to happen. I don't know how. If I could think about something, I would think that maybe they might find out that she's a dragon, she's not a fox, and they're all so surprised, and they want to take her to do experiments, and Art some way somehow he can't get her back because he's in restraints or something, or it's against his will. It would be crazy to think how that's going to happen, literally, because the king even wanted Sylvie, and that didn't turn out well. So it's really interesting to see how that will pan out, if that will even pan out. But I'm pretty much almost 99% certain that he'll not be together with Sylvie 100% of the time. This is foreshadowing. And literally Sylvie is double down and saying, you promise? And then we see a knock and it goes away. And I feel like that transition is showing us yo, that's definitely going to happen. It's showing us as real, because there's so many different layers in certain things that authors leave. And maybe that it seemed really small, but that could be something really big, where she basically said you promise. And Art didn't have the time to respond because there was a knock on the door. So that could show us, that's showing us as readers that will happen. Art didn't give the promise. It would be kind of weird if Art promised, but it could have been the same thing. Yo, a lot of people promise stuff, but it doesn't come through. But this was a lot better to do. If this comes true that they are separated, and we look back to this chapter, that could be something big, hidden in plain sight. That's just my analysis of it, though. So we see who's knocking is Good Sky. She's just asking if he's okay. Nothing too crazy here. Yeah, just says that his parents are coming, and TESSIA's parents are coming too, and tells Good Sky that literally, I was the one that gave her the beast will. I should be the one helping her. And then Good Sky is saying, I'm sorry that I literally tried to keep it a secret. If I told the Professor Glory, maybe she could have been saved or something, and she just feels bad about the situation, which is understandable because she's not a beast tamer. She wouldn't know how crazy this is in the simulation process. But yeah, they're just talking about it and how vulnerable TESSIA would be in that time because she just got assimilated. And I mean, not just got assimilated. She's at the point where it's most vulnerable in the assimilation process. That's what I mean. And yeah, and we find out literally after Good Sky says, like, you know, the parents are coming and everything. TESSIA is right next to the door. She's right outside of the door. And God, dude, in this chapter, guys, this panel when she's like looking over, bro, I was confused. I was like, is that TESSIA or is that TESSIA's older sister? Because this is looking a little juicy, too juicy for me at the moment. But I had to keep it pushing, you know me. So we kept it pushing. You already know, all gas, no brakes. But we kept it going. She was looking fine, you know, stop, pause. But like we kept it going. And then Good Sky was like, yo, let's go eat some food or whatever. And then we see TESSIA looking back one last time at Arthur. Oh, at the door where Arthur's at because she's worried. But Arthur's going to be fine. And then that's basically the chapter. So I hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown and that analysis of the key points I was talking about. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Arthur, you know, might not being with Sylvia completely, or something might happen with their connection. And also, how do you guys feel about, you know, TESSIA actually thinking that she could assimilate within a day or even a week? Let's give her a week. She could think she could get that done completely. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below as well. So with all out the way, that concludes this breakdown, and I hope you guys all have a good day or night wherever you guys are from. And remember, do not stop leveling up. SavvyNut signing out.